It is time for some A-side quarterfinal action here at the 10th Annual Rocky Mountain Classic, and it's going to be Rink Kelowna and the Northern Alberta Extreme right here on HN Live. Hello everybody, Keegan Bartram joining you here for this 5:30 start on Arena D at the Winsport Arenas here in Calgary, Alberta, as we got a doozy for you in the A-side quarterfinal matchup. Rink Kelowna and NAX, a couple teams from the CSSHL, will be duking this one out. And these are two teams that finished first in their pool. First in the Rundle pool was Rink Kelowna, and first in the Sulphur pool was the Northern Alberta Extreme. And both teams kind of rolled through their first couple of games before having a couple tight ones. But it's time for O Canada, so we'll set you up with the game here, and puck drop next. Anthem is sang, and it's time to take a look at our starting goaltenders for this one. For the Northern Alberta Extreme, it is going to be Parker Snell, number 35. He's got 2 games played in this tournament already, and he is perfect with just 3 goals against and 41 shots against in those 2 games, as he's beat the Calgary Royals and the St. Albert Sabres in a shootout. And for the Rink Kelowna Hockey Club, it's going to be Steele Bass, as Bass will get his second start here at the tournament. He is 1-0 as well with 2 goals against and 21 saves in a victory over the Calgary Bisons, 5-2 back on day number 2. So here we go. It's a quarterfinal matchup. Who wants a date in the semifinals tomorrow? NAX and Rink Kelowna. The game is underway, and it's won back by Rink as they get this one to the red line. Verhoff will have that one roll off his stick. And now Verhoff again. This one spun to the net by Ginla. Joe Ginla let that one go. And it goes into the corner now. Gillespie had that one taken away by Rudolph, and Rudolph will move that one up into the middle of the ice now for Owen Chapman. Chapman will chip and chase this one in. Verhoff after it. Banks it in behind the cage, up through the middle. Oh, dangerous play there, as NAX almost had some daylight. Now Harvey's got it across the blue line. He's ran into by Heidecker. And now back out into the middle of the ice it goes. Matlin Dobko's got possession. He'll throw this one up the wall. It's taken now by Liskey. Brent Liskey to the near side. Dingman will just knock that one into the zone. And Pantelis will throw it up the wall, where it's taken by Liskey again, cut off and put back down below the goal line. Rink captain throws it up the wall. Walters takes it, and Dingman took it right back now with Harvey. Harvey down below the goal line as they look for an option in the middle of the ice, and it's taken here by Waltzy. And he's going to get to the red line and just flip it in to the left of Parker Snell. Big collision on the numbers, and that's going to get called here early as it comes into the corner now, and it's touched up by a Still. And a big collision in the corner sends Rink to the power play, as Tucker Tulikoff will head to the penalty box, as he got right on the numbers of the Rink player. And for the first time in this hockey game, we'll take a look at the Rink power play. Face-off coming to the left of Snell. as it is a jam-packed Winsport Arena D taking on two top clubs here at the tournament. Short-handed in a way is Dingman. And that one's taken by Verhoff. He's going to swoop in behind the net and take a little bit of time. Verhoff moves that one ahead. Touched on by Ginla. Back for Verhoff. He's in the right circle now. Elects to set up, and he's going to swing this one to the line now. Here's Joe Ginla. Quickly throws that pass over. Tight angle shot into the glove of Snell. It kicked back into the right circle. Ginla there down below the goal line now. Gillespie finds this puck. He'll bring it up top for Verhoff. Now back for Gillespie. He goes down to the goal line, centering feed. It's whacked away there by NAX and now swiped into the corner. Gillespie has it again. He throws it down, goal line mount. And the centering feed there coming from, it looks like Brady Walker standing out front of the net. Now Gillespie firing. That one was blocked in up into the safety netting. Great play there from Daxon Rudolph. Sprawling out the big defender. Gets his body in the way of that one. Rudolph, big part of this NAX club on the back end. 4-1 victory over the Calgary Royals, 6-2 over Okanagan, and then 3-2 in a shootout over St. Albert to wrap up their round robin play. And they were seeded as the 6th seed in the A bracket. As this one rolls out to center now. 50 seconds left in the first power play of the hockey game as Rink has just the one shot on the net. And McCarthy is back to pick it up. Owen McCarthy getting crafty in front of his own net. And now he's got space across the red line. He'll drop this one off for Heidecker. Heidecker drops it back. Waltzy. Waltzy now into the circle. Cage Smith. Smith will throw that one down low. That one goes past Waltzy and all the way around. And now it's in behind the cage again. And Snell's going to have this one pinned up. His bodies were wrapped up beside the post. And another hold on here for the NAX goaltender. As, take a look at the crowd here. Winsport D. Jam-packed, taking on two CSSHL teams, going head-to-head for a spot tomorrow's semifinal. The winner of this one will take on the winner of the Airdrie Extreme and St. Albert Sabres. That's going on right now over on Winsport C, just next door. Final seconds here of this power play. A pass out front, ricochet just wide. Now it's spun to the line and held in here. Shapitka put it down low. We're back to 5-on-5. Just the one shot for Rink on that power play. And now Leonard at the line. Having a little bit of trouble there was Salikov, and now it comes up for Stewart. Oh, he just avoided a big check. He kind of got clipped, though, and that's going to get called. And tripping's going to be called in a heated head coach Jerome McGinley right now for Rink. As Shapitka's going to head to the penalty box, and it's going to be tripping in a first-time look now here at NAX on the power play. Long-time Flame Jerome McGinley, legend here in Calgary. Son Joe out to take the face-off here on the penalty kill as NAX now will look for their chance to open the scoring here. Face-off coming to the right of Steele Bass as Rudolph will take it for NAX in possession. And now they zip that one to the far side. It's Stewart. Back up top, Rudolph again. Through to the net, that one might have caught a piece of Bass and ricocheted to the corner. Rudolph again, walking down, firing. That one is stopped by Bass and goes to the corner. Jacobson, Rudolph. Now for Stewart. They work it around up top. Rudolph again, wasting no time up off a stick and in behind the cage. And it's chopped around by Bandera. Jacobson getting some help from Owen Chapman. That rounds out the 5 on the ice here for NAX. As it's sent the length of the pond here by Rink, and they'll get some line changes in. Northern Alberta throws this one to the near side wall, and it's Jacobson across the line. He'll drop it off. Tulikov down to the circle. Unit number 2 on the ice. Maddox Rose trying to shake off his man. Long range shots redirected, and the puck sat in the paint. They took a whack at it, that being Dingman. Great save there by Steele Bass, holding the fort down with 1:04 gone on the man advantage here for Northern Alberta. Steele Bass is going to have to be rock solid in this one with the high power offense that NAX has. Tucker Tulipkov on the faceoff. And he's going to get waved out of the faceoff circle. Jordan DeGay is not allowed to come in. So it'll be Dingman coming in relief, and he wins it. Liskey hands that one off for Rose. He'll put it back down below the goal line. Dingman to it. And getting some help now, Telekov up top. He's looking for a chance. He's walking around the top of the zone and then puts it off the outside of the net. He still has possession. Let's go for another lap, but he blew a tire. And now DeGay will hold this one off. Liskey for Rose. Rose to the net. Stop. Bass leaves a rebound. They whack away, and Steele Bass has got it again. With 26 seconds left in the minor penalty now to Adam Shipika. As Bass is holding down the fort. Daxon Rudolph back out with unit number 1 here. Rudolph 3 points in 3 games from the back end. He's already got 2 shots on the man advantage here for NAX. That's wrapped 5 shots on net. And another player waved out of the faceoff as this one is snapped aside and put up off the wall by Verhoff and all the way down. Rudolph to it. He'll try and get up the ice quickly here for one last chance on this man advantage. Rudolph shakes off his man, hands this one to the near side circle. They look back door, and Verhoff down on one knee blocked it. That was a pass coming from Aiden Jacobson. Now Stewart to the far side. That's Gunther. Back to 5-on-5 hockey here. Shipika steps out of the penalty box. 6 minutes gone by here in the opening frame. Rink Kelowna, Northern Alberta Extreme, here on Winsport D in the A-side quarterfinals. If you're just joining us, welcome. Keegan Bartram here along on the call. As Chapman will backhand this one in deep. Full scale change here for the guys in white and blue, going right to left on your screen. As Walker bumps this one to the middle, it's taken here by Kwasnick. Kwasnick now, shot was blocked. Good block there as that one rolled into the corner. Big number 74, Georges Pantelis. And now it comes up to the wall. Still at the blue line, throws that one into the far corner. Salikov is there, and he'll go high off the glass and out into center. Rink Kelowna gets into the zone, but 5 NAX players back. And Harvey puts this one hard around the dash. Bass came out to stop it, but he just missed it. Now it's taken here and thrown up the wall by Pantelis. Waltzy. Botel hands that one off. Here comes Rink now towards the net. That one slides on to the net of Snell, and he just steers that aside. And now numbers the other way for NAX if they can hurry. Duguay, he's got a man in the net. Tries a curl and drag and a good stick there. Cash Leonard just gets that stick out and takes away a glorious chance on the odd man rush for Northern Alberta. Now this one gets thrown toward the net by Shipika, and now flipped high and back out. Leonard's got to settle things down here inside his own zone. Fast-paced hockey here in the opening 7.5 minutes from Winsport D. Aginla had that one roll off his stick. Rudolph blew a tire, and Aginla pounces on the puck. He looks to fire that one to the net. It bounces around in the slot as it's cleared out of harm's way and moved up the ice quickly here by Tulakov. And then, he is stood up hard by Verhoff at the blue line, and slow getting back to his feet. He actually hasn't even got back to his feet. And they're going to blow it down now as Tulakov will head to the bench on his own. But what a check there from Keaton Verhoff, the big man. Tulakov. He's got a goal, 2 assists, 3 points here in the tournament as well. And he's going to take some attention there on the bench from the training staff. As play will get back underway here with a face-off outside of the NAX zone. Pantelis will put that one to the far side, and it's grabbed and dumped in deep by Gonda. Now Aguila towards the net, a centering feed. It came through the blue paint And they just couldn't connect and get that one towards Snell as Rudolph will flip this one ahead for Jacobson. Jacobson now across the line. Waiting for options, just banks this one in deep. Hurrying to it now for NAX is Knox Bandera. He'll come near side, has still had that one pop off his stick, and he'll bank it down low. Jacobson had it there. Chapman was around the cage as well, and now it wraps around the half wall and is thrown out to the middle. Another big collision just inside the rink zone. Bass out to stop it. New troops for both sides as this one is flipped out into center ice. Fadoon gloves it down. He ran a little post route there. And now he's hard into the zone, goes to the backhand, and he couldn't get the shot away. Now spinning one softly towards the net was Walker, and it's cleared away by NAX once again. Another hit there just inside the blue line. Shapitka takes the loose biscuit, and he's got it at the line now. He'll come down to the half wall. Walker had that one go through his stick, and now it's jumped on and pounced on by Harkness as that one is thrown the length of the ice for an icing, and no change here for the guys in white. Ben Harvey, probably the smallest guy in this game, but he plays a big role. And he's going to take this defensive zone face-off against Cage Smith. Face-off won by Smith. And Shapitka to the net. Snell sees that through a screen and snares it with the glove. He'll hold on. Snell, 2 of the 3 games played for this NAX club. A 1.5 goals against average in those 2 games. .927 save percentage. No doubt about it, he's going to play in these big games. Smith now on the face-off against Jordan DeGay. And Smith wins another one. Pantelis throws that to the far side. McCarthy's there, and he wraps one up off a stick and well up into the roof here at Winsport D. So we'll do it all again, this time now to the right of Snell. Waltzy trying to break through here for Rink Kelowna. Both teams 0 for 1 on the power play in the hockey game as we approach halfway through period number 1. Liskey turns this one back, and it's snapped up the near side wall and flipped out to center by NAX. Big hit there. Stewart through as he takes down Botel. And Botel goes right back at Stewart. Now it's turned over. Pantelis to the net, and Snell will reach out and glove that one. We're having a ton of faceoffs down here in the NAX zone. As teams were making line changes. Northern Alberta has been doing just fantastic in their season here, coming into the tournament, as the faceoff is won. The Extreme will move this one to the far side of the ice, and that's Jacobson who turns back into his zone. Now Gunther up for Chapman. Into the middle of the ice. That's taken by Rink Kelowna and Gonda. Ginla trying to move at the blue line. He runs into some trouble. Gunther will put that one hard off the wall towards his D partner there in Rudolph, who then flips it out to center. Dax and Rudolph looking up the ice will hand this one off. Jacobson's got some speed down the right side. Goes into the corner, flips that one around, and it's taken now here by Gillespie. And he'll flip that one back now for Shapitka, and that one is sent all the way down as now teams starting to feel each other out just a little bit more. Rink's going to get locked in their own end. Good to see number 7 back on the ice, Tucker Tulikoff. After he took a massive check from the rink captain. And he's going to take this face-off now against Brody Gillespie. And Tulikoff wins it. Now Domko will put that one down low. Harvey to it. Spins that one out front, and it's cleared away by the rink defenders. And now out to center. Ginla tried the chip move. Shapitka spins that one in. Rink needed a line change after the icing, so they went full scale there. Now this one is taken by Liskey. He'll play it up the wall. And he goes for a skate now, but he's cut off at the red line. And Harvey looked like he was trying to throw that one in, but ran in. Oh, and then Tulikov went back and lays the boom on his man, Walker. He's okay. He just wanted a little revenge, but he got the wrong guy. And NAX will dump this one in deep. Another big check. This one taking a still. Oh, he threw it well wide of the net. He had bodies out front. And away comes Verhoff. He's pickpocketed though. And now a 2-on-1 if they can get this to the net. Harkness is there. Oh, and what a save by Bass with the glove to the line and held in again here by Hordal. They spin around the zone. Harkness for a still. He shoots. That one went through everybody and out to the far side. Hordal's got it again. He'll put it down low. Takes a little bit of a check. And Fadoon tried putting that one up the wall. NAX establishing their zone time right now. Puck is wrapped down low. Stewart put it there. And Verhoff will move it forward for Walker, who then chops it out to center. Hordal, good body position at center by little number 23, and he'll hammer that one back in deep. Bass out to stop it. Puck squeaks out. Cage Smith will move this one ahead. Waltzy snap to the far side, and in comes Botel. Ben Botel had it roll off his stick and back into possession for Owen McCarthy to move it to the near side wall, and Waltzy has it once again. He hands it off into the middle of the ice, but that's forced into a turnover, and away comes NAX once again. Stewart will dump this in. Pantelis will get there first, put it around the wall. Gunther couldn't hold the line, and he's going to backpedal inside his own zone and try and move it forward, but it's picked off. Gonda into the middle. Walker rolled up off the stick of Gunther and up into the netting for another stoppage. The boys from Sherwood Park taking this game in as they found themselves in the B-side playoffs. And I believe they played earlier today. Sherwood Park fell to Yale 5-2 earlier today, right here on this ice surface. As the faceoff will come to the left of Snell, and it's in possession here for NAX now. Puck is moved forward. Bandura thought he had some space to cut to the middle. He lost the handle though, and now it's flipped in by Jacobson. Diving play on the centering feed from Chapman. And these two teams, no love lost, finishing every check on one another right now. And Chapman centers off. Rudolph cuts in. That one's taken away. Aginla to the red line. Backhand. Takes the check from Rudolph, and that puck will roll into the near side corner. Rudolph, he's pickpocketed. Fadoon wanted that puck in the middle of the ice, and now it's taken here. Salikov up top. Oh, that one hit the post and off the outside of the net on the spinning try towards the front of the cage. Jacobson wrapped up. That one kicked right out front off the official. Dangerous little play. Another spinning try. Snell's down and then cleared out of harm's way in the blue paint again. Verhoff and Rink looking for more here. That one was blocked. This one shot, Snell gets the right pad on it. Chaos inside the NAX zone. And Rudolph's going to get the red line and dump it in. Somehow NAX survives. And a big reason is because of number 35, Parker Snell. Puck thrown to the far side. Heidecker knocked down in a massive collision involving 3 or 4 bodies. And now away comes Tulikov. He gets knocked off the puck. NAX, Ben Harvey down low. And Botel turned it over. Tulikov, nice move. Fired that one to the net. It was blocked away by Smith. And away comes Ben Botel. He doesn't get the red line before he chips this, so no icing is going to be called. Dobko hard around the near side wall. Out of the reach of Dingman and picked up by Pantelis. 5 minutes to go here in period number 1 of this A-side quarterfinal. Waltzy and Rink Kelowna trying to get past Dobko and NAX, and a penalty is going to be called here, and it's going to go against Macklin Dobko as he was wrapped up, and he will go for holding. So back to the power play goes the Rink Hockey Academy. Oh for 1 on the power play. Gonda out there for the second one. They had one shot on that first power play opportunity. Verhoff and Iginla will man the blue line as that one is sent the length of the pond here by NAX to start the penalty kill. Verhoff back to it. And he's going to go for a skate and snap that one ahead for Iginla. Iginla, nice move in the middle of the zone. He shakes off a man, gets it to Verhoff at the line. He'll go far side now, Gillespie. Down low, Gonda, he's got Pantelis out front, and now that one is shot to the net. Not getting a lot of it was Brody Gillespie. Iginla walking, firing, scores! Joe Iginla walking off in the right circle, opens the scoring with a power play goal. And Rink Kelowna has got the first one of the hockey game. So Joe Iginla gets his third of the tournament. And Rink Kelowna has opened the scoring in this hockey game as this one is sent all the way down. It will be icing here now against Rink. So Iginla on the power play. Third of the tournament for him. There's Brady Walker. Happy with the outcome of that last goal. 7-7 the shots on net right now. 4:10 to go here in the opening period. As this one is won back to Rudolph. Stands his man up, will get the puck down the half wall. You can hear the ask for body in the middle of the ice there from the head coach. And now Walker will spin that one to the front of the net, and it's cleared out of harm's way in the slot area there and taken again here by Rudolph. Now Rose moves it up for Duguay. Across the line, Duguay gets past his man, Chapitka, but he got wrapped up just a little bit. Oh, and then a collision there. Nolan Stewart went right at Chapitka. Adam Chapitka moves that puck ahead. He needs a line change. So Walker's poked away and heads up now. It's Nolan Stewart. He fires off the post. Now it kicked back this way. What a try there for Nolan Stewart as he beat Bass, but not the iron. Now down low, Jacobson. Bandera back for Jacobson. He's pressured by Cash Leonard, and Leonard's going to move this one ahead. Batted down by Botel, but at the red line, it's going to be thrown right back in deep by Hordal, and now offside here against NAX. Knox Bandera leading the way offensively with 4 points in the tournament for NAX. Just balanced scoring up and down here. All just but a handful of guys. You can count them on one hand that have, or without a point here for NAX in the tournament. As Smith will feather one back to the line. And now that long wrister coming off the stick of Heidecker goes wide, and now we got a whistle as that puck went up and out of play, appears. Other A-side action that's happening right now, the Calgary Edge have made it a 4-1 lead over OHA Penticton with another power play goal. As Smith's going to get waved from the face-off. And play will resume on, and it's taken by Harvey. He got run into there by Heidecker. And now this one flipped ahead. It gets past Waltzy and all the way down the ice. No icing here, 2.5 to go. Hordal takes a check from Botel. And out to center it comes, Heidecker with it. Verhoff flips it in deep. Verhoff got crunched here along the wall by Dingman. Those two have went back and forth a couple times in this game. Tulikov chasing down Verhoff. And Verhoff's going to skate his way out of the zone. The big number 18 here in black. He's going to cross the line now and drop this one off. Gillespie. And Dobko will take it now for NAX and chip that one ahead to Jacobson. Jacobson dumps it in, takes a check, and back to collect it is Verhoff again. Ginla, the goal scorer here in the period on the power play, turns it over. Chapman on the backhand. It rolled off the stick of McCarthy and up into the netting with 96 seconds left on the big clock here in period number 1. Before this game started, Rink Winnipeg took down the host Calgary Northwest Flames 5-4 on the other A-side game that had to happen before these three all take place. Edge and OHA Penticton, Airdrie and St. Albert, and of course this one, Rink Kelowna and NAX. McGinley wanted the stretch pass, but Gillespie's going to cross the line and try and dance into the zone. Puck snap to the near side. Bandera comes over for Chapman. It was into his feet, and he'll bank that one down low. Jacobson with it. Hands it off. Chapman back down for Jacobson. And quickly out front, a one-time try. They spin and score! Knox Bandera standing alone in the slot. Swipes one home past Bass, and it's 1-1. So Bandera now joining the party. Second goal of the tournament for him. And that one coming at 18:54. And we got ourselves a 1-1 hockey game in the final minute of period number 1. Duguay's going to cross the line. Stewart lost it. Here's Gunther now. He'll throw that to the far side, and it's taken now by Rose. Maddox Rose is going to dump this one in deep. Verhoff back to it. Comes to the near side. Walker taking a look over his shoulder before he turns it over to Kwasnick. And now Walker's got it back though, and he's dancing into the zone and taken by Duguay. Duguay flipped out to center. Verhoff dumps it right back in. 30 seconds to go here in the opening frame. Gunther with it. NAX looking to exit the zone. Rudolph now for Duguay to the line, and that one's chopped at there by Rose, and with 18.9, he was just offside when he did it, so we'll have a face-off outside of the Rink Kelowna end. Oh no, they're going to bring it back outside of the NAX end. Of course, where the pass came from. Tulikoff and Smith on this face-off. See if somebody can make something happen in the dire moments of this period. Still for Hordal, and that one goes up and chipped in by Kwasnick. 10 seconds left. And that's knocked ahead. Botel was cut off by Hordal, and now it's chopped back, and they play tennis in the neutral zone a little bit back and forth. And that will do it for period number 1. Joe Ginla's third of the tournament on the power play opened the scoring, but then Knox Bandera tied things up with 1:06 left on the clock. And it is 1-1 after 20 minutes of play here. Shots on goal in the period, 8-7 in favor of NAX. And you know, both teams just felt each other out. It was a high pace, physical period in period number 1, and you can expect nothing less between two of these top teams here at the Rocky Mountain Classic. And it should be a fantastic last 40 minutes and maybe more in this hockey game, as NAX and Rink Kelowna will take a much needed break and come back for period number 2. We're going to do the exact same thing. That's where we'll leave you. Rink Kelowna 1, NAX 1, and you're watching it here right on HN Live. It's the Rocky Mountain Classic. Welcome back inside Winsport Arena D. It is A-side quarterfinal action and almost time for period 2 puck drop between Rink Kelowna and NAX right here on HN Live at the 10th Annual Rocky Mountain Classic. And what a first period these two teams put on. Both goaltenders were sharp. Both teams found a way to score. Joe Aginla on the power play, and then Knox Bandura as the period came to an end tied things up for NAX. And it is 1-1. And period number 2. Ready to rumble here. Gillespie and Bandura on the face-off, and it's won. And into possession here for NAX. They battle around and jostle here in the middle. And Rudolph will throw that one to the far side as it is thrown in deep now by Chapman. He takes a big hit. Puck gets thrown around the wall and out through the middle. Now Rudolph taken by Donda. Tries a little curl move. Now Aginla has that one poked away. Knocked down. Puck goes down low. Donda again. Lightly off the outside of the net, and Gunther will get there and rim it back now. Taken here by Rudolph. He'll go far side. Chapman. Chapman trying to get past Pantelis. He gets hit and throws it on net. Bass will steer that one aside. Bandura took a tumble into the wall. And out steps Rink Kelowna again. They'll throw this one to the near side. Donda battling at the red line. He'll try and go back to his D, but it's taken into possession by NAX. And now they wrap it down low. Big collision there. McCarthy was hit on the numbers. He goes right back at his man in Tulikov. Pantelis to the far side corner. Cage Smith trying to get there. Will run into his man. Oh, and then a hit. Dingman caught it a little high on his man, and Harvey will touch up. And that'll be a power play now for Rink. As Big Dingman, Sawyer Dingman, gets the head contact penalty. And it'll be a 2-minute power play. And the third Rink power play of the hockey game. They are 1 for 2 to this point. 3 shots on net. And the goal by Joe Aginla. Heidecker will come out with Verhoff. Cage Smith will be up front with Waltzy and Ben Botel. As Verhoff now has it. He'll come near side for Heidecker. Shot well wide of the net, and that goes all the way out. We call that a Norwegian breakout. As Verhoff back to get it. Pins it against the wall. He's facing the wrong direction, then throws a blind pass to the near side. Taken by Waltzy. He'll go back to his captain. Verhoff into the zone. They do stay onside. And now he'll button hook and get up top. Scales the line and hands this one off. Smith. Verhoff winding, firing that one. Good save there from Snell. Now Waltzy trying to get help with Rudolph. As it's thrown to the far side. Brooks Alberta born. Cage Smith will chip that one down low. And it's taken now. Waltzy looking towards the front of the net, and they score! Brock Heidecker sneaking in on the backside. One touches it past Snell, make it 2 power play goals and a 2-1 lead for Rink Kelowna. So another power play goal for Rink Kelowna. A nice pass from Waltzy to the back door. And Rink Kelowna reestablishes the lead. They lead it 2-1 on Heidecker's second of the tournament. And this one will come up the wall now, and NAX might want to stay out of the penalty box in this one, as that Rink power play is just buzzing. Thrown down to the ice now was Walker. Salikov gets it back to Walker, who's back on his feet, then fires that one to the net. Snell might have caught a piece of that with his glove as it ricocheted wide. Snell down low. This one comes around to the near side. Kwasnik now for Duguay. Duguay handed that one off for Nolan Stewart. And Liskey will pinch in. Puck rolls around and is backhanded. Oh, picked off now. Stewart Head up looking for something. He'll go back down below the goal line once again. Tulipkov and Liskey exchange a couple passes. Liskey has it. He's pinned against the wall there by Salikov. And Tulipkov will now walk off with it. Drops this puck back again. Dobko. Snap to the net, and that one is stopped there by Steele Bass. And we'll have a face-off down to the left of the Rink Kelowna goaltender, Bass. It's been solid already in this hockey game. Face-off is a mad scramble. Almost had the linesman go down. And now it's flipped and knocked ahead. Gunther to it. He'll throw this one up the wall. Rose, centering feed. Picked off by Pantelis. He's wrapped up, and Rose came in looking for the loose biscuit. He'll bank it back to the line now for Gunther. Gunther back down for Maddox. Rose, he'll come near side. It was airmailed, though, and hopped over past Jacobson. Man out front was knocked down. And Gunther will come for Runoff. Runoff looking backdoor on the one-touch. Rose was there. He couldn't get a stick on it. As now NAX is starting to carry the play after giving up the lead. Knox Bandera went down hard, and Gonda will chip that one ahead. Rudolph after it. He's pinned up in the corner. Jacobson has it banked up the wall. And now to the near side, Harvey had it go through his feet. Taken here by Heidecker. And flipped high off the glass. Smith with it, banks it back now, Verhoff. Heidecker, he's got the leading goal and batted down by Botel. Nice hand-eye by number 9, and he races to that puck, but it's swiped aside by Snell. And away comes NAX, and Tulipkov to the blue line. Drops this one off. Dingman couldn't handle it as Smith on the back check. Then they swipe into the front of net and score! It's Ben Harvey on the great individual effort from Dingman. And Harvey taps it home into the gaping cage. It's 2-2. Dingman with a beautiful play, falling down, gets that puck to the back door. And Ben Harvey's got his second here of the tournament. Dingman and Tulipkov, if I'm not mistaken, should pick up the assists at 5:29, the time of that tally, and we're back all square once again as Smith will come down the side. And it's flipped out to center, and coming to the near side now is Chapman. Owen Chapman across the line, centering feed. It bounces around, they look back door again. Stewart and Duguay almost exchanged one. Rink Kelowna will flip this one ahead. Hordal swipes it into the zone, knocked down by Pantelis, and he's gonna get to the red line and maybe more. His shot blocked. It bounced high up in the air, and it's taken here by Tulipkov. Hordal back for it now. Snapped up to the far side, where it's taken here by NAX and dumped in deep. Both teams just battling it out right now. As this one comes back to the line, fired to the net, getting a piece of that was Steele Bass in the net. Good shot by Dobko. And now a good read in the middle of the ice by Walker, and away comes Walker now. Good back check by NAX as the two defenders block it down. Fadoon steps into his man, and Kwasnick wanted to leave that puck, but he couldn't. Just too eager. He grabs it. They're offside. And Kwasnick will get himself a line change now. These two teams, all the physicality, and it seems like they have so much hate for one another. They have yet to play in the CSSHL season. Their first date will come on Saturday, November 26th, out in Kelowna. And Rudolph will play it ahead, and if this is setting anything up, you probably want to be at that game too. Big collision there on the reverse hit. Spinning around is Jacobson. He'll play it to the line. Gunther. Rudolph towards the net. They look for the redirection. It ricocheted wide off of Bass, and now looking into the middle there, Bandura. And away comes Gillespie. He's wrapped up, and that one is flipped out all the way down the ice. Does it have enough for icing? And they will say yes. The no-touch icing playing a factor for that one, as the face-off will come back down into the NAX zone. And there's Maddox Rose. Shifty, speedy, number 15 for NAX. So Cage Smith on the face-off here for Rink Kelowna. They'll battle Bandura, and Smith's going to be waved out of the face-off circle again. Waltzy pushes forward. Puck comes loose for Botel. Him and Jacobson were jarring off the face-off. And now it's taken here by Rose. Slams on the binders at the hash marks. He'll come to the near side. Botel knocks it down. Hordle will then put it down the wall. Puck comes out into the middle of the ice. They jump on it. Still was there. And Pantelis will flip that one back out. Hordle up for Harvey and Bandura. Bandura trying to squeeze between a couple of Rink Kelowna players, and now Estill's got it again. He'll bank it. That one hit the official and settle down for Rink Kelowna. Hordle dumps that one in deep. Oh, big collision there. Pantelis almost got the knee-on-knee there with Tulipkov. And now Cage Smith the other way. Smith fired that one towards the net. It was blocked. Harvey trying to make a move on McCarthy. And he can't do that as it comes out past Fadoon. Liskey flipped ahead. Tulipkov at the red line will muscle his way into the zone. It rolls to the net and is stopped there by Bass. He'll hold on. Just about 9 minutes gone by here in period number 2. Both teams have struck here in the middle frame, and we have it at an all-square 2 apiece. Fadoon looking to win this face-off. He'll verse Duguay. And it's won by Duguay. And taken now in behind the cage by Verhoff. He turned it over though, and now straight out front was Chapman. Chapman puts it back down around the dasher. Verhoff to it. He ran into a little bit of trouble there from Stewart. And it's turned over again. Duguay has it. Fired to the net. Bass holds on. Rink Kelowna getting a little sloppy inside their own zone right now. And Steele Bass has had to come up with a couple stops here in the last couple moments. 16-9 of the shots in favor of NAX. As Tulipkov will take this face-off now. Gillespie out there, top unit on the ice for Rink Kelowna. See if they can get this puck out of their own zone. And that one is fired off the face-off there by Harkness. And now chopped up the wall. Aginla through the middle. Gillespie. Power crossovers with man to the net. Aginla, the trailer, firing that one. Might have caught a piece of the goaltender Snell and went up into the netting. Verhoff went flying towards the net. That opened up the lane for Aginla to try and let that shot go. He's got one in the hockey game. He opened the scoring back in the first period with his third of the tournament on the power play. The Kelowna assistant captain. As this puck is pushed forward by Gillespie and taken and thrown high off the wall. Shapitka will throw it down for Rudolph to glove it, and he'll play it to his D partner Gunther, who comes right back for number 4. Rudolph. One too many moves in the zone. It's forced into a turnover by Gonda. And he'll try a centering feed. Gillespie gets it to Iginla. He's wrapped up and swarmed by white sweaters. And Jacobson's going to go the other way, 1-on-2. He'll chip and chase past Leonard. Jacobson again with it. Runs into some trouble as this one will get played up the wall and out through the middle. Iginla goes the other way, 1-on-1 with Gunther. Iginla, right side, fires to the net. He's tired though, and he put it wide of the cage. He'll need a line change now as Leonard plays that one ahead. Gunther with it. Banked up. And Bandera, he's also going to go in the game, will knock it forward. Leonard with it. They're looking quick up the ice as Leonard comes for Smith. Smith now for Botel. Dingman on the near side has that puck go high right up in front of you. And bodies go down in the corner here. Dingman finishes his check on Smith, and it's taken by Harvey. A still from the top. Shot was blocked, didn't get all the way through to the goaltender. Now in the near side corner. It's down low, it's Harvey. Takes a check from Leonard. And this is where NAX has dominated the hockey game, is just below the hash marks in the offensive zone. Smith trying to clear that puck. He still can't, and Leonard's going to try the other side now. Botel's got a little bit of space as the NAX defenders were in the middle of a line change. Stewart turned over Botel. Skates it into the zone. He's hauled down. And away with numbers goes NAX. It's a 4-on-1. Harvey lost the handle. He looks backdoor. They score! I think Ben Harvey threw it to the back door and it went off the Rink Kelowna defender, Heidecker, and he's got his second in a row here in the second period, and NAX leads it 3-2. So Harvey lost the puck on the 4-on-1, quickly went to throw it to the back door. It hit the defender Heidecker and ricocheted past Steele Bass, and NAX has their first lead of the hockey game. They lead it 3-2, and Salikov looking to change that. Walker down below the goal line. Harvey's third of the tournament, second of the period at 11:43. And wrapped up is Chapman. He gets as far as the ringette line before it's punched loose, and Dobko will move it now for Stewart, who chops at it. This one's taken by Walker and out into the middle of the ice, and goes Fadoon. Fadoon wrapped up. Kieran Fadoon couldn't get very far, and NAX going the other way again. Chapman with some back pressure, looks to fire that one, stopped by Bass. Rebound was there and cleared away. Harkness and Iginla come together. Another try in the corner. And now it's banked up to the wall. Rudolph doesn't want to pinch, and he backs off wisely. Gillespie will get that one to the line and dump this one in. It gets past Snell, who was a little late getting out. Harkness at the top of the zone. Walker comes in to help, and that one is punched back down low. Gillespie and Waltzy's there as well, and now to the near side it comes. NAX looking to exit the zone. Kwasnick and Rudolph now over for Gunther. And Gunther's going to come back for his D partner, Rudolph. And Rudolph's going to get to the red line. And now to the blue line and snap it on net. Bass stops it and holds on with Rudolph barreling in on top of him. Rudolph and Verhoff just exchanging weekend plans. As there is, like I said, no love lost in this one. Knox Bandera. Him and Cage Smith here on the face-off, and Bandera this time is going to be the one waved out. And it's one as Jacobson lost to the relief duty. Hurdall banks that one in. NAX has to touch up though. And Verhoff powers his way to the blue line, tries to curl into the zone. It bounces around, and now it's taken here by Bandera. He'll go Jacobson, right side. Jacobson firing. Oh, he just put that one over top of the net. Bass was reaching for it. Verhoff in behind the cage. All the way down. And stopped. Smith was there. He was the first one down the ice, and now NAX going to take some exception to the little bit of a snow shower on Snell. By Smith. Cage Smith. I got a chance to see Cage last year while he was playing for the Tabor Golden Suns in the South Central Alberta Hockey League. Their divisional playoffs is how that league works. We're in Medicine Hat last year. And the Golden Suns stunned everybody en route to a Southern Division title, and they ended up going up to play Airdrie in the league championship where they fell in 3 games. As Pantelis now fires this one to the net. Dingman will move this ahead for Harvey. Gonda will put this one back in deep, and it's taken here by Dobko. He'll put it around the wall. Snapped up for Harvey and chopped at. Dingman now with it. Oh, dangerous play as Aginla got a stick on that pass from Dobko. He's into the zone now. Aginla takes a check and is knocked down. McCarthy will put it back down low. Centering feed comes out. Gillespie. And now crunch here along the wall. Walker takes a hit from Liskey. Dobko with it. Liskey, nice little move. Will snap that to the far side. Dingman catches it in his skates, and he'll move that one ahead where Salikov picks it off, and now Salikov's in. The puck's just in front of him, and it rolls into the corner. Salikov now with it, centering feed. Skips out to Harvey. He's got the last 2 goals in the hockey game. And Harvey's just going to flip this one in deep. And full scale change here for NAX. Long stretch pass picked off by Rudolph. They just get back on side, and Rudolph will put that one into the middle, and now it's banked off the wall and out. Chapman back to it. He'll throw this one up to Rudolph and snap forward as it's thrown to the net, and glove save nicely done there by Bass as he holds on. 4:22 to go here in the middle frame. Shots 21-11 right now in favor of the Northern Alberta Extreme, and they lead it in the hockey game 3-2. Smith out there with Duguay. Duguay is going to get moved down to the faceoff. Chapman must have cheated. And Stewart will come in to battle Smith. It's won by Smith. And this puck is sent around the wall. And now pushed forward. Botel towards the net. He makes a nice move. Puck is sitting there. Look at the long stick out from Snell. He wasn't allowing anything to get through there. As now this shot is long range and into the chest of Snell. And he'll hold on. That shot coming from Shapitka. Cruz, Waltzy. Thought they might have had the tying goal there. There's Smith again. This line's been doing well. Botel had a great chance. Driving down the right side. He tried cutting to the middle. Now Shapitka, long range shot is blocked by Chapman. Botel into the middle of the ice and taken off the stick of Smith. Into the zone is Stewart. As it rolls all the way around to the far side. Waltzy, one touches it on. That's Leonard. Looking for Smith, or Botel, I should say, on the stretch pass. And now Stewart showing off some nice skating. Drops it for Duguay. It was just out of his reach, and back out into the neutral zone it goes. Leonard will snap that to the far side. It's played forward. Smith with it. Aginla across the line. Gonda in some trouble as this one rolls away. It comes into the middle of the ice, and it's taken now here by Rudolph. He'll play it ahead just out of the reach of Kwasnick. No icing going to be called. This NAX team, you got to remember, undefeated right now in the CSSHL at 11-0. Or 12-0 technically with a shootout win. It's a different category on their record. And they're showing why, playing some good hockey here, locking it down and looking for more. As Gunther takes it, he'll throw it into the far corner. Nothing on Rink Kelowna either. They're 9-1-1. So these are two of the top teams in Western Canada when it comes to the U15 AAA level. Gillespie across the line, drops it off Gonda. Look at this touch pass play. Gillespie there again. He just couldn't handle it. That would have been absolutely beautiful if that something would have came out of it. And now McCarthy at the line, trying to dance through a bunch of bodies. And he'll backhand this one just as far as Gunther. 2-minute warning here in period number 2. McCarthy again, up the middle. Fadoon will wrap that one back in deep. Gunther to it. It's in behind the net now. Hordal keeps it going north. It's turned over into the middle though, and Walker has it. Tries to shake off his man in Rose. That puck just stays inside the zone. Now Walker loses it. It bounces around, and Bandera there again will backhand this one up the wall. Rose to it. Trying to collect it in his skates, and this one will get sent the length of the ice for icing here, and a tired NAX bunch. As Rink will send out, it looks like the Smith line with 1:28 left on the clock. Just 5 shots this period right now for Rink Kelowna. Winner of this will face the winner of Airdrie and St. Albert. As a long-range shot, rebound there. Botel just missed it off the rebound. Snell made the save. That would have been a gimme. Heidecker, he's got a goal in this period. He gave Rink Kelowna the lead in the early going of period number 2. And now up into the netting. This one rolls. Just a glorious chance there for Botel. As Liskey looks on, they're looking to tack on some insurance heading into the third period. Edge is just walloping OHA Penticton right now over on Winsport B. That's a 6-1 score halfway through regulation. And it's 2-1 Airdrie on St. Albert in the other quarterfinal match. As the first quarterfinal match came to conclusion before these games started, with Rink Winnipeg winning 5-4, and now a penalty being called. And it's going to go against NAX, and it's going to go against Dingman once again. His second time in the box here in this hockey game. And it'll be a 4th power play for Rink Kelowna. They've struck on the last 2. 2 for 3 in the game, 5 shots to this point, and 2 goals. There's Joey Ginley. He's got one of them. Drew the penalty. 57.9 left on the bid clock. See if Kelowna can tie this up. Face-off is won by Gillespie. Verhoff with it. He'll go to Ginla. Can't waste a lot of time. Verhoff back for Ginla. They come near side Gillespie. Now up top, Verhoff again. Ginla spins off, feathers it to the near side. Gillespie comes up top again. Verhoff this time looks to the net. That one hits Snell and ricocheted. It pinballs around, and now they swing it to the front of the net. Banking try. Oh, another good save there as Pantelis was out front. Puck is battled down low here. Rink Kelowna looking to tie it up. Gonda is there to the line. Verhoff holds it in. Comes to near side. Gillespie winding, firing. Under the pad of Snell. They jam away at it, and he holds on with 13.5 left here in the period. That puck might have went wide off the outside of the net, but Snell, regardless, gets the pad on it and holds on and gets a so important line change for the penalty killers here from NAX. Snell's been good. 14 saves to this point. And he's going to have to lock it down here for another 13 seconds to get out of the middle frame. As Edge tacks on another 7-1 in that hockey game. And Rudolph will send it the length of the pond. And that should do it for period number 2, unless there's something drastic that happens here. Verhoff went up the wall. Aginla was caught up in behind. And the second period comes to a close. Heidecker on the power play at 2:25 from Waltzy gave Rink Kelowna the early lead here in the second frame. And then back-to-back goals from Harvey, his second and third of the tournament at 5:29 and 11:43. The first one coming from Dingman and Tulipkov on that unbelievable individual effort from Dingman. And there's head coach Jerome Aginla wondering what he needs his team to do here. And what he needs to say to come out and see if they can stun the Northern Alberta Extreme heading into period number 3. And that's where we'll take a break and leave you. After 40 minutes of play, it is Rink Kelowna 2, it is Northern Alberta Extreme 3. And you're watching the 10th annual Rocky Mountain Classic right here on HN Live. Welcome back inside Winsport Arena D. It's time for the final period between NAX and Rink Kelowna right here on HN Live at the 10th annual Rocky Mountain Classic. And has this been a fantastic hockey game? Rink gave themselves the lead 2-1 early in the second period before a pair of goals coming from Harvey for NAX, that being Ben Harvey. Back-to-back markers has NAX up 3-2 after 40 and looking to book their ticket to the semifinal, which would be tomorrow at 2:30 right here on Winsport D. They'll get the winner of Airdrie and St. Albert, which is a fantastic game over on Winsport C. And Edge running away on Penticton over on Winsport B. You can check out all the action on HN Live. Make sure you're tuning in for the entire tournament here in Calgary. As both coaches having some discussion. As Steel Bass looks on, his team will have a power play here for 1 minute and 3 seconds to start the third period as Dingman sits in the penalty box. NAX has only scored on the power play in this game. Scratch that, Rink Kelowna has only scored on the power play in this game. They are 2 for 3 to this point and currently on their 4th for another minute. As it rolls all the way down, they got the big gunners on the ice right now. Keaton Verhoff in behind the net. Oh, he lost the handle and it went into the feet of his goaltender Bass. And now it's picked up by Pantelis. Nobody likes a power play at the start of a period. You've been sitting for a while. Hard to get your groove back as that one is sent all the way down the ice. Verhoff steps up the ice. Half a minute to go before Dingman can get back onto the ice. And it's poked away. Gillespie will now come for Pantelis. He'll go up for Aginla. Aggressive at the blue line is this NAX team. Verhoff back for it. And they're going to slowly come up the ice now. Verhoff puts it towards Aginla. It was out of his reach. Back to 5-on-5. Nothing doing there for OHA on that power play. Just 2 shots on the man advantage that time around. And here's Ben Harvey. Looking for the natural hat trick is Ben. And now Jacobson down the right side. Tight turns in the corner. And he'll come to the near side. A still shot. That one kicked away by the defenseman, Keaton Verhoff. And now he turns it over and behind the net. Jacobson up top, Hordal. Back down. That one went through everybody and down for Verhoff again. And he'll go Waltzy, long stretch passes out of the reach of everyone. Icing here against Rink Kelowna. So like I mentioned, 2 of the top teams in the CSSHL have yet to play each other. We'll do that on November 26th, so a few weeks' time here. Out in beautiful Kelowna. As the faceoff is won and flipped up the wall. Stewart with it. Verhoff has yet to get off the ice, and neither is Pantelis. With the power play they had to start the period and then the icing, Pantelis finally gets the change, and Stewart's going to get past Verhoff. As now it's in behind the net, a try towards the cage. Just stop. Bass is there. It's cleared and swiped up to the line. Liskey now with it. Down the wall, Chapman back for Liskey. And Botel gets that one out into the neutral zone. Liskey with it again. Botel finishes his check. And there goes Verhoff now. Iron lung shift, 2.5 minutes for the captain on Rink Kelowna. As this puck is down low. Inside the NAX zone, just to the left of the goaltender, Parker Snell. And now here comes Harvey. Ben Harvey chips it in, number 10 in white. Trying to shake off his man, McCarthy. And now it sits on the left side of the cage. It's taken in the middle of the ice. Dingman is there. Harvey, nice little move, and backhands this one back in deep. In behind the net, picked off. Tulikoff now took it, and this one is taken by McCarthy. He'll go back in behind the net again. Slams on the brakes and tries the other side. Heidecker now up. Salikov to the blue line. They are onside, and Salikov is powering his way all the way behind the net. He drops this one off. Oh, and he was trying to connect on the wall here with Shapitka. And it rolled all the way down into their own zone. And now a turnover down below the goal line. And NAX was looking for the insurance marker there. Dobko will have to hurry back into the neutral zone, and he'll just wire this one off the official and down in. That's why they wear shin pads. As this one kicks out into the neutral zone again, and Liskey will get it to Rose, and now they're into the zone with speed. Near side, Jacobson firing. Rebound is there and fought off by Bass. Ginla trying to get past Dobko. Shapitka comes up the wall. Dobko with it to the net. That one is knocked down. And Ginla stretching up the ice. He's got himself a breakaway. Joe Ginla, he's in. Backhand and stopped there by Snell. Ginla got in behind everyone. And Snell with the stop, and now it's taken by Duguay. He'll move this one ahead. And Kwasnick now with it. Centering feed all the way to the near side wall. Heck of a pass there from Brody Gillespie as well. That can't go unnoticed as Pantelis makes a nice move into the zone, but fanned on the shot. He looks for the wraparound, gets it out front. Now it's all the way back to number 5, McCarthy. That one is shot and stopped, blocked by Duguay. He had no idea where it was. And Hordle will throw that into the bench as he takes a big check along the wall. And Ginla having words at the NAX bench. With the late collisions. Always intense is Jerome. Was that way as a player. Wants to win. You gotta love it. As Chapman's waved out of the face-off. Stewart there, now he'll duke it out with Smith. And it's taken here by Rudolph. Up the wall. Stewart backhand try. It gets to the line and not out. Verhoff steps into his man. And now the turnover happens, and it's taken back by Gunther and NAX. Tulikoff running into a little bit of trouble. Chapman there. Verhoff will flip this one around the wall. Stewart tumbled, and here comes Verhoff. He's trying to make a move into the zone, and pouncing on it is Snell. He'll hold on. Oh, and then Gunther with a high cross check, and that's going to be a power play for for Kelowna. Not the time to do that if you're Nathan Gunther. You got to know your moments, and that'll set this Rink Kelowna power play back up. And it's going to be a 2-minute cross-checking penalty. 5th time we're going to take a look. 4th time. Apologies, we're going to take a look here at the power play. Faceoff's going to come outside, though, which is the right call as the D-man came across the ringette line. And the man advantage is started for Kelowna as it goes all the way down. First to it is Bandera shorthanded. He's going to eat some clock by pinning it against the wall. And then he finds a little bit of space. A centering feed to Rose. Rose to the net. Stop there by Bass. What a play by Bandera as he pretended like he was going to pin it up against the wall, pulled the defender towards him, and then spun off and hit the middleman in Rose. So 15 seconds has ticked off this fifth power play here for Kelowna. They've got 2 goals to this point. Verhoff back in behind the net. Pressured, he tried to make a move out of the zone. And it comes into the middle of the ice and it's taken by Bandera. Gillespie to the middle. Now Ginla's got a little bit of space. Curl and drag. Oh, and then he's buried late. Ginla got rocked in the middle of the ice. No call coming there as he was in the trolley tracks and Rudolph stepped into him. Now Ginla looking up the ice, he drops it back. Lost the handle and here comes Harvey. Ben Harvey in, shorthanded, scores! It's a natural hat trick for Ben Harvey and this time it's shorthanded. There's the insurance marker NAX needed. They lead it 4-2. So Ben Harvey playing hero in this game, and he's getting all the love on the bench as he's got 3 in a row. And he's got the NAX team up by 2 with 13:30 left in the hockey game. 50 seconds to go in this man advantage. As it's into the middle, Smith dancing his way into the zone, fires that one over top of the net. And now to the line, McCarthy messes around and now knocks Bandera's the other way. Bandera, he fires and it's gloved down by Bass. A lot of messing around, dangerous hockey, lackadaisical would be a good word for it at the blue line by Rink. And it's given this high-powered NAX offense so many opportunities shorthanded. Half a minute to go in the penalty to Gunther. And you wouldn't know who had the power play right now. So Dingman got kicked out of the faceoff. Harvey can't take it. It has to be a D-man. So Still's going to come in and take this faceoff. As you can tell, he's not too prone to the center position. And he hurries back after losing that one cleanly to the Rink Kelowna center as this one's wrapped all the way back around. Dingman to it. Dingman. Harvey. Why wouldn't you have him on the ice anymore? Walker for Fadoon, and that goes off the stick of Liskey and up into the bench. So this power play is going to come to a close. And nothing doing but a shorthanded goal against for Rink Kelowna. Not even a shot on goal in that power play. As Ben Harvey unassisted. At 6:25 here in the third period. And Ginla takes this puck and moves it forward. Nice little play. Verhoff out front. And a backhand try is denied. Snell got the pad over on Gillespie. And what a set play there from Kelowna. Ginla shows it off like he's going to streak down the right side. And he one-touches it back to the middle, drawing the 2 players from NAX from the middle of the ice to the wall. Wow, and Snell coming up big with that left pillow. So we are back at 5-on-5. And Rudolph will put it around the wall. Stewart pushed forward. And now pushed forward again. Chapman had it go past him. And it's stopped by Bass. With 12-11, he's going to hold on to that puck. Rink Kelowna, they've had their fair share of chances in this hockey game. They led it 2-1 at one point, but then became the Ben Harvey show. The game within the game, trying to match up lines right now. Harvey's line's going to come out against Fadoon. On the near side circle, as Fadoon and Harvey duke it out. Fadoon wins it, and McCarthy will put it all the way around the wall. And that one is punched forward. They're going to say icing here. As Salikov, even though got a stick on it, it's on this side of the red line with a lot of heat. So we'll do it all again. Harvey and Fadoon once again on this face-off. 8 minutes gone by here in the third and final frame. Of course, barring any Kelowna comebacks. As Walker, Dobko knocks it in. Pantelis will move it forward. And he's going to get this one to the line now. Walker avoids a big check. And Fadoon stands up his man on the reverse check. Now they're all fishing away at it as Fadoon gets back to his boots. And this battle continues down, pinned against the wall. It finally comes loose. It's taken and swung by Salikov and Fadoon to the line. Pantelis, he'll just throw it to the net. And Snell knocks that to the corner. Pantelis again. Wrap that puck in deep. Liskey into the zone. He takes a crunch, and that's going to get called. Cross-checking is going to be the call, and it's going to go against Brock Heidecker. And Iginla will now have to go short-handed here. NAX 0 for 1 on the day with 5 shots on net on that first man advantage that came way back in the first period, right near the beginning of the hockey game. Face-off won by Kelowna. They hammer that up the wall. It's past Rudolph and all the way down. Liskey has to retrieve. He's got pressure coming quickly from Smith. Smith had that stick knocked out of his hands. Makes the wise decision to go for a line change. Useless without the lumber. And now poked ahead Botel. He dives at it and tried knocking that forward. Liskey was there, and Rudolph played it up the wall. Rudolph takes a collision at the blue line. Chapman wound it back up to the far side. It's batted out of the air, and Iginla was almost off to the races. And offside now as Liskey steps in. Bandura didn't think he was offside. But 10:27 left on the clock, 1:20 left on this power play. Reminder that over on Winsport B, third period action just getting underway between Edge and OHA Penticton. And on C, it's Airdrie and St. Albert. Battling things out for a date in tomorrow's semifinal. One team already there, that's Rink Winnipeg. 5-4 over the host Northwest Flames. And Calgary had a really good chance there to tie it up at the end of the game, a couple. And it looks as though it'll be Rink Winnipeg and the Calgary Edge in that semifinal tomorrow, as this one is sent all the way down. 50 seconds to go. 2:15 over on Rink C, and Rudolph will step out. Now Stewart, left side, all the way in, slams on the brakes. Puck is thrown up the wall and punched by Rudolph. He'll now move it to the far side. They're in and chip it in deep. Rose after it. Good stretch play And NAX is now set. Hordle for Stewart. Just had that one roll off his stick. Smith stays on the back pressure, and now Hordle again will go into the circle. Into the middle, one touched on. Rose was there. A nice feed coming from a still. As we go back to 5-on-5 now. McCarthy out of the box, and this one rolls into the corner. Dingman to it. And now that one is blocked. Kelowna needs a line change. Just the one shot for NAX on that power play. As they had a chance to really put the reins on this Rink Kelowna team. Still is back. He'll backhand it up the wall. And now it's thrown for Duguay. Duguay trying to get away from Fadoon. Nice back pressure there from Fadoon. Walker across the line, takes a check. Salikov was there too. And now it's in behind the cage. NAX and Brett Liskey. Couple times stops. Salikov stays on the forecheck. And it rolls over now for Dobko. Out to center. Here comes Harvey. Trying to shake past his defender. That being Leonard. And it comes around and is chipped back out to center. Dobko chasing. Aginla is there as well. Aginla first to it. Makes a nice move. Backhand scores! A nifty, cheeky little backhand from Joe Aginla, and he roofed it over the shoulder of Snell. Hold the phone. Rink Kelowna is back within one. So Joe Aginla, his second of the game and fourth of the tournament, is beautiful. And he's got Rink Kelowna back within one with 7:54 to go here in period 3. Buckle up, folks, as this one is thrown towards now to the net. Gillespie is there. And it kicks out and into the middle of the ice where Maddox Rose will chip in. Chase McCarthy gets beat to the puck by Rose. Rose will play this to the line. Rudolph has it, throws it, it's blocked, it kicks around, and Gillespie has it again. Gillespie up the wall, Aginla through the middle. And Kelowna's into the zone right now, that being Maddox Ganda. And Gunther to the near side. That one picked off by McCarthy. Nice read by number 5 in black. And here's Smith. Smith trying to get into the zone. A little farther down low, and it's swiped out by Rose. Hurrying back now is the big captain. Verhoff will throw that one all the way up the ice. It's spun back to the line. Verhoff's there at the blue line now. He's down the right side wall, and it kicks out off the stick of Jacob Harkness, and now back down low. A centering feed out front, a try, and it just gets flipped up into the air and into the glove of Snell as Botel was standing alone at the bottom of the circle, and he just couldn't get enough wood on it. So Rink Kelowna pushing here. A spot in the semifinal tomorrow at 11 or at 2:30 right here on Winsport D again. Face-off is won by Kelowna. Into the middle, off the sticks of Botel. Man knocked down. And a 2-on-1 the other way for NAX. They got a man in the net. It's Dingman. Oh, he goes backdoor try. Harvey was there. That would have been a 4th goal in the hockey game for Harvey if that pass would have connected. And away comes Smith. Smith into the zone. Slides it. Oh, Snell was way back in his net and got the paddle down. And now another try off the outside of the cage. Snell had to be quick to react as that tight shot came from Smith. And Liskey's going to wait up in behind the cage now. He'll move it forward. Stewart chipped ahead. Heidecker picked off by Liskey again at center, but it's pickpocketed there by Walker. 5:40 to go. Fadoon, right side, cuts in, takes a check from Rose. And offside is going to be called. And a late hit there from Still. As it is vocal back and forth here. Face-off will come outside. It was offside on the play. Fadoon. And Duguay on this face-off. It's won by NAX's number 9, and this puck will get thrown up the wall now. Jacobson back down low, Duguay to it. And it's taken away by Leonard, but he's wrapped up down low, and Leonard again now will put it around the wall. Salakov's got some room. He's going to get to the red line and get wrapped up now. Good back check there from Stewart. As bodies went down, Duguay steps into his man Fadoon, and Fadoon takes a whack at Duguay. Official letting them play right now. As we're down to the final 5 minutes, 4:50 to be exact on the clock. Shapitka drops this one back for Cash Leonard. Rink Kelowna trailing 4-3 to NAX here. Joe McGinley just scored his second of the game, a beautiful backhand. He'll enter the zone with speed, 13 in black. Takes a big hit there. Stepping into him was Daxon Rudolph. And now up the wall, this puck comes into the middle. It's taken. Bandera. Puck comes around to the near side wall, and that is Waltzy who chips that one forward. It's wrapped around him, back down low, taken here by Gillespie. He'll put it around the dasher to the near side. Pantelis is looking towards the net. It's blocked by Bandera on its way through, and now a backhand spinning no-look play. Gillespie is wrapped, and that one comes to the line. McCarthy scaling, firing. That one blocked again too by NAX. Botel into the corner. Pressure on Botel as Bandera takes him to the ice. And now Chapman will pick it up. Pantelis chops it towards the net. Snell is going to elect to play it on his backhand around to the far side. Cage Smith takes a check, trying to keep that puck alive. And Liskey flipped it forward, and that one is batted for Pantelis. Now loose again, and that one is chopped to the line and not out. Nice hold in by Pantelis again. This time it's up into the air and into the netting. So a face-off down to the left of Snell. 3:16 left on the clock. We'll have to keep an eye here on the goaltender Bass for Rink Kelowna. And when he's decided to be pulled if need be. Ben Harvey, 3 goals. He's done the offensive side. Now he's got to play some defense and lock this game down. One-time try in and out of the glove of Snell. That was a heavy one coming from Verhoff. And now down in the corner, Kelowna is pushing. And out comes Rudolph. Rudolph flips this one in deep. Heidecker. Hard around the wall, Harvey to it. This one is pushed forward, and Verhoff will now backhand it out into the middle of the ice. Gonda played that one forward. Verhoff trying to get down past Rudolph. The two big boys come together in the corner, and it's taken by Harvey. Dingman, left side, back pressure there from Gillespie. Breaks up any sort of odd man rush, and now it's took by NAX in the corner. Tulipkov snapped ahead. Aginla catches it. He's one-on-one. Aginla firing that one, blocked by Dobko. And now it goes around to the corner. Keep an eye on the goaltender here. 2:08 on the clock. In behind the cage now. Aginla had it go past him. Gonda there. Aginla now with it. He's pinned. 2-minute warning here from Calgary. Rose knocks it outside the line, and that will be a retouch up here for Kelowna. Shapitka crosses the line without the biscuit, though he has to come back and try and get it. He's wrapped up with a couple NAX players. And now it's back for Cash Leonard. Leonard. Jacobson Backhands it in deep. 90 seconds to go here from Winsport D. Got to keep an eye on the goaltender. Waltzy takes a check. And the top gunner's not on the ice right now. Verhoff looking, firing, goaltender goes, and what a save by Snell. Seeing I shot and expect a timeout here from Rink Kelowna to rest up some of those top scorers. Iginla, Gillespie, and there it is, the timeout going to be called here with 1:17 left on the clock. Way back in the first period, Joe Iginla, third of the game, or third of the tournament, on the power play, opened the scoring for Kelowna. Knox Bandera at 18:54 made it a 1-1 hockey game after 20 minutes. We went into period number 2, and Heidecker on the power play started things off for Kelowna, giving them that 2-1 lead. And it became the Ben Harvey show. He got 3 straight goals, 2 in the second period at 5:29 and 11:43, and then a short-handed marker here in the third, which stands right now as the leading goal, as Joe Iginla at 12:06 with a beautiful backhand that went up over top of the shoulder of Snell. Is where we are at, 4-3 with 1:17 left. 29-27 the shots in favor of Rink Kelowna, and they are pushing for the equalizer. They'll have the empty cage as Bass will step onto the bench. The winner of this plays the winner of Airdrie and St. Albert. And here we go, face off to the right of Snell. Cage Smith, good in the face-off circle, will duke it out with Bandera. And Smith wins it back. Verhoff, Heidecker shot, it ricocheted off Dingman and wide. An absolute whistler as Bandera then spins it to the line. Dingman got a stick on it, does it have enough? It went wide of the cage. Dingman just got a stick on that one. You can see him shaking his leg after he had to block the heavy shot that came from Brock Heidecker. Smith again with Bandera. And this time, Bandera gets the better of him, and Rudolph will throw it to the corner. Iginla's there. He puts it down low. Gonda had that one jump on him. Bandera is there. Gonda down low now, battling with Smith. Puck comes loose. Gillespie. 48 seconds to go here in the third period. NAX clinging to a 1-goal lead. And it's down below the goal line. Iginla has it. NAX will gladly take these board battles. It's running clock off left and right. 30 seconds to go. It comes to the line. Heidecker now into the dot. Gillespie looking backdoor. Oh, Iginla had it hop on his stick. Verhoff now for Heidecker. Gillespie. Verhoff had it bounce off him, and it's taken by Ross. Ross will flip it into the zone. That's going to be icy. He didn't get the red line. And Maddox Ross didn't get the red line. Critical mistake potentially with 14.9 left, and another face-off coming down. This time to the left of the goaltender. Parker Snell, who looks on. Smith on this face-off with Bandera for a third time. And it's won by Smith. Heidecker. Far side, Iginla in the dot. Firing that one, blocked, it sits. Gillespie tried stuffing it from a short angle, and they pile up into the crease. And somehow Snell kept that one out. 6.6 now on the clock. As Bandera and Smith jostling back and forth. They duked it out for 3 straight face-offs. And now it'll be Harvey going against Smith on this draw. It's won by Smith back. Verhoff, a diving block shot there by Gillespie, and now it's out front and flipped out to center. NAX holds on. They win it 4-3 over Rink Kelowna. And NAX, this could lead to some suspension, honestly. I've been in this situation. I can tell you from personal experience, Your team cannot leave the bench until the officials say so to avoid any sort of altercations after the game. Mine actually happened right here on this ice surface. Led to one of my suspensions as a former coach. But anyway, NAX wins this one 4-3 in a dazzler of a quarterfinal. They hold on against Rink Kelowna, who threw everything but the kitchen sink at this Northern Alberta Extreme squad at the end of the game. And the hat-trick goal, shorthanded by Ben Harvey, stands as the winner. And NAX will move on to the A-side semifinal tomorrow, taking on the winner of Airdrie and St. Albert. While Rink Kelowna will face the loser of Airdrie and St. Albert in the consolation game at 5:30 tomorrow. And these two teams will see each other once again. They will see each other again in a couple weeks' time. Under 10 minutes to go. It's 3-1 Airdrie Extreme over St. Albert right now in what could be a showdown of the provincial final in the Alberta Elite Hockey League this year. Just a fantastic hockey game between two of the best in the CSSHL. And in 2 weeks' time, they will duke it out again in Kelowna. May have to tune into that one. As now we await the players of the game. Might have an idea who it could be for NAX. Joe Aginla, 2 goals, an absolute beauty goal. And I'm thinking it's going to be number 10, Ben Harvey here. Yep, no kidding. Hat trick, shorthanded goal in the third, wins it 4-3. And that's all you can ask for between two of these teams as NAX celebrates one more time. And that's going to do it for us here at Winsport D. And I think there's going to be some discussions about the post game here and what happened. I'm not sure if anything happened in terms of altercations, but I know the NAX team left the bench awfully quick. And maybe something was said in the handshake line. You never know in these situations, but let's end on a high note. And it was a fantastic hockey game. NAX wins it 4-3. I want to thank everybody for joining in this one, and make sure you go tune into the rest of the games here on HN Live. The Rocky Mountain Classic is something you're not going to want to miss. 8-1 right now, edge over OHA Penticton with 90 seconds left in that one. And if you hurry over to Winsport C, you'll check out St. Albert and Airdrie wrapping up their game in what is a fantastic one. The winner will face NAX tomorrow. One final time, it's NAX 4. It is Rink Kelowna 3. Thanks for joining again, everybody. You're watching the Rocky Mountain Classic right here on HN Live. Have a fantastic night.